Hey guys, it's Guinea Pig Smith, and today's video I'll be showing you guys how to make this cute little veggie treat for your small pet. And I know that this should be safe for guinea pigs and rabbits, but I don't know about hamsters, chinchillas, gerbils, rats, or any of those other small animals. So I'm going to show you guys the ingredients you would need to make this. You will be needing 1/4 cup of flour, preferably wheat flour, but I don't have any wheat flour, so I'm going to be using regular flour. And I'm not a big fan of using flour for my guinea pigs, but I don't get this treat too often. Next, you will be needing some vegetables. I will be using kale and a carrot, but if you are using carrots, probably use, you can use 3 baby carrots or 2 to 3 baby carrots, or just cut a big carrot into 2 to 3 sections. Next, you will need 1/4 cup of the food that your guinea pigs are currently on, or your pet. You will need some water, and you will also be needing some oats. We are using Quaker oats, and these are the old-fashioned ones, but rolled oats should be fine too. And here's what they look like. So you need 1/4 cup of these too. To make this, you will need a knife, a cutting board, a spatula, some measuring cups to measure out the oats and the food. You will need a grater to grate the carrots, a mixing bowl, or really any bowl to mix the treat in, and you will need a baking pan, and of course you also need an oven to bake these treats because they are baking ones. Go ahead and add in your 1/4 cup of your pellets that your animals are currently on. And you can mash these or you can leave them plain. I'm just going to be leaving them plain because that's what I did for my last treats. Now add in your 1/4 cup of oats, and I do have this measured up to the 1/4 line, or it's a little past, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be exact. You can always play with the recipe a bit. Now add in your 1/2 cup of water. And after you do this, you're going to need to grab your spatula or spoon and stir all the ingredients together. And once you finish stirring this, I will show you the next ingredient to add in. Now add in your 1/4 cup of flour, and I meant to do this before I added in the water, but I didn't. So I'm just going to go ahead and mix this in. You don't have to do these in any certain order. And I did put in a little extra since the bottom of my container is wet, because I'm not going to be able to get all the flour out, and I might not have added enough. You can always, once again, you can always mess with this recipe to fix it to your guinea pigs. You can add in as much food, or not really as much food, but you can add as much like veggies or fruits and stuff into it. So now you're going to want to mix this up very well until everything is well combined, and it's kind of hard to do with one hand. I'll be right back once I have this mixed up to the way I want it. Okay, so I have mixed this to the consistency that I want. You want it to be kind of thick, but not too dry. As you can probably see, it's still kind of wet, and of course it's not able to be picked up. So now what you're going to want to do is take your knife and your cutting board, and you're going to want to grab your kale and cut it. You're going to want to take your desired amount of kale or any vegetable, and you're going to want to just cut that. And of course I'm having trouble doing this because I'm doing this one-handed. But you're going to want to be very, very careful while doing this, especially if you're doing it one-handed for some reason, like I am. And you're just going to want to cut that up. So I'll be right back after I've diced this up to as big as I want them to be. Okay, so here is the kale that I have. I have about a handful, and I don't think I'm going to be using this all, but I have cut it quite finely, not too fine though. And I'm making this treat the same way I made it last time, only last time I diced the carrots instead of shredded them. So I'm just going to add in some of the kale and stir that up until it's nicely stirred, and I'll show you it after I do that. Okay, so here it is after I stirred it all up, and I ended up having to add the rest of the kale because it just didn't seem to be enough. But you guys can add as much of the veggie you're using to it. You can always customize this. You can use more than one vegetable. If I had more veggies, or if I had bell pepper, I'd still be putting bell pepper in it because it is a great source of vitamin C for your pets. So now what you're going to want to do is take your grater, and you're going to want to take the vegetable or the carrot that you're going to be using. And I'm going to see if I can actually place this on the grater somehow. I think this should be good enough. I'm way too close. But you're just going to want to grate this until you have the size pieces that you want. And like this is just this is my favorite side of using of our grater. There's also these big sides. If you want to do that, I hurt my finger when I rubbed it down here because it's so sharp, which is why I was like, great. That's why I took a break. I'm doing it. So you can do it like this, but I think that, because that practically makes them diced, I think that's just too big. So I recommend using the side that looks like this if you guys have a grater that looks like mine. So I'll be right back after I finish grating the amount of carrot that I want. So here's all the grated carrot, and I grated like all of this thing down. And if you guys haven't started grating it yet, I recommend being really, really careful while grating it. But these came out really, really long, like the strips of it did. So I'm just going to run my knife through here and make sure that none of it's too big, because you don't want your treat looking too much like a bunch of orange and green stuff, because it'll be yummy to your guinea pig or your pets. Mine are guinea pigs, and they'll just go for the top instead of the whole treat, which I'm pretty sure they'll go for the rest of the treat though, because most of the ingredients here, practically all of them, are just delicious for your pets. So once you do that, you're going to want to, I'm scraping off my knife to make sure I got the carrot off. You're going to want to grab the desired amount of carrots. Once again, I'm starting off just a little bit because you can always add more, but you can't take it out. So I'm going to stir this up, and I'll be right back after I stir. Okay, so here's what the treats look like after I put them on the pans. I did mix them and show you guys how I put them on the pans, but then my camera died, so I couldn't show you guys the clip anymore because I'd already done it. And this is what they looked like when they were in the bowl. I just formed them into little like biscuits, and they look really, really cute. So yeah, these are really cute, and you're going to want to preheat your oven to 350 and put them in for probably around 10 minutes. I don't remember the exact, but it depends on the heat of your oven, but you just want to put them in until they're like a lighter brown, or just until they're like kind of hard. But you do not want to overcook them because you don't want your guinea pigs or whatever pet to not like them. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will be uploading more DIY videos soon, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys have any video requests, please leave them down below. And this video was requested by Penelope, guinea pig hamster lover. So thank you so much for requesting this video, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye!